Diana, how are you? Hi, Kathleen. Hi, Sandy. Hey, Jim. Y'all, I can't cut out a circle to save my life. Don't ever ask me. I can fussy cut really complex shapes, but give me a plain old circle and I will definitely break it. Yeah, I'm really tired today. I'm just going to spend a little bit of time talking about this color wheel because my goodness, this thing just blew up on Tim Holtz. I was like, whoa, I didn't expect that. Anyway, a friend of mine, who I'm not going to name names, is colorblind. And this friend is also a card maker. And so this friend approached me, and I helped this friend out a lot with colors, just kind of helping them, figure out which families they belong in. And so we were talking last night, we were talking about doing a color wheel sort of thing like this. So that my friend could, kind of see where these belong in the yellow, orange, red, orange, so on and so forth. Well, this I just put together so that I could have a reference to do this, which I did in Photoshop. And yeah, it took me about 5 hours to do it because, well, I mean, we're doing all these individual words, all these colors, all these circles, all these shapes, and then I laminated mine, and my stupid laminator wrinkled on me, and it made me mad. So do let me know. Last time I tried to use my iPhone for anything live, it messed up. So if the video goes bad on me, I'm sorry. I'll be back. Anyway, I want to talk about that for a minute because I was just like, wow, good. I'm glad people like it. And yeah, my friends all, I just wanted something simple. I said, you mean like this? Yeah. Okay. So anyways, it's got all of the Tim Holtz distress colors on it and the families where they belong. And then I made this little, I just basically printed it out twice and then just cut this out and put it on with a brad type thingy. Hey, Dawn. So, but I had some requests to do a video for this one. So that's what we're doing tonight. And we're going to be using Simon Hurley inks. Got my Bristol Smooth that I'm going to use. And I'll let you know that I always cut these bigger than normal so I can trim them down. And let's get that out of my way. I've got my kitchen sink stamps, the Bitty Tulip Bouquet. And I already did my After Stamp Wars video. By the way, my giveaway is a $25 gift card to kitchen sink stamps. And I'm going to use my little mini Misty. I've got, this is the linen 3D folder. It makes anything look like a painting. It's so stinking cool. If you don't buy any other embossing folder, something like that. And then this is something Nancy gave me, which is a pure treasure to me. And it's just a blender pen. But I absolutely love that thing. Let me just grab a paper towel here. Anyways, after sitting on the computer for 5 or 6 hours, my eyes are toast. But I'm happy. Put my little magnets on here. Hi, Cheryl. Long time no see, huh? And the way I structured this card is that A lot of the flowers, I just did the flower and not the stem, and then I hand painted the stems. So I'll show you how to do that. It's really easy. So I put my kitchen sink stamps on the colorful sheet when they want to stay. Come on, guys, stay. Stay. They're still not quite broken in. And I will start with stems. And I'm thinking about my design, and I liked this corner design because you could put a sentiment right here if you wanted to, or you could put one down here and leave the white space. Just watched Kathy Zilski do like a technique type video. No, not technique. It was a design video talking about white space and, you know, where it has its value. So I'm going to start out with a couple of my greens here. And I'll do both at the same time and wish me luck. And I'll tell you right now that, no, I don't, because I want to crisscross these over. My head will get in the way multiple times. Is what it is. It's very hard to see this. My poor little eyes just don't, I don't know. I don't see very well. So I'll start out with my greens, and we're using Simon Hurley. So I'll be using Psych, Overzealous, Later Gator, and Fake Plant. Just to show that you know, use what you have. And I definitely have the full collection of Simon Hurley. Oh, that's getting blurry. Why is that? What's going on? Oh, sorry. I know what happened. I bumped the camera. Duh. Let's get it straight here. Hi, Gloria. Okay, so I'm going to start out here with the Psych, because I want to keep my greens pretty green. I could use Viper if I wanted, but I'm not using Psych. Give it a little rub, and that's good. My stamps are finally getting conditioned here from use. Where's my rag? Hi, Melissa. Okay, so there's 1A. Here comes 2A. And I want to make sure these are lined up. That top one needs to be lined up, and this bottom one needs to be lined up, and this one over here needs to be lined up. Now, I'm not a pillar of perfection on this by any means, because they're stems. But, you know, in order for them to kind of look like a photograph or three-dimensional, you kind of want to get them as right as you can. Okay, now we're going in with Overzealous. Whoops. Oh, you didn't get a notification? Oh. Okay. And then this is 2A, so I need 3A. This is this one. And I'm lining up this little piece right here. Nice. Do you guys need me to zoom in? Or are we good? Let me zoom in a tiny bit and see. Well, yeah, I mean, it's one of those nights where everybody's on. Okay, get that one lined up. I'm getting better at these. I'll tell you one thing, if these are intimidating, practice, because I had a heck of a time with them learning. But once you just kind of get some practice in, it gets easier. So now we're going in with Later Gator. Oh my goodness. I have too many that I subscribe to. That would make me crazy. I don't watch everybody that I subscribe to, because you know how you change your interests and stuff like that. Okay, and here comes 4A. I'm going to be doing the stems first for both sets. Get that lined up. Why doesn't that feel lined up? Come on. We're going to call it good. And we'll go in with fake plant. So it's a nice deep dark green. Oh, totally missed a spot there. No way, I'm way the heck off. Try that one again. Hi, Cordelia. Try that one again. That was way off. See, if you start aiming it down and it looks like it's not going to hit the colors, then check your positioning. This is one of the easier ones. The angel wings are kind of tough, at least for me. Hi, Rhonda. Yeah, it's a little off, but we'll live with it. We will live with it. All right, so now I'm going to do, let me see, do I want to do, I'm going to do smaller ones coming up this way, but kind of crossed over. So I have to imagine where the flowers are going to be. You grab one of these, you can see where they're going to go. So they might cross over each other. So I'm going to angle that a little bit more. And I'm okay if they cross over each other. It's fine. All right. Get a little assembly line of color going here. Hi, Diane. That needs another stamp on there. There we go. Oh, now how did that happen? Oh, it moved. Of course it did. Stinker. That's all right. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Okay. 1C, then 2C. I'll fix it with this one. Okay, here comes the headshot. I made sure to brush my hair. I got storm chasers on again. I'm telling you, those guys will keep me awake at night. Can you guys hear Mike's YouTube? Can you believe how loud that is? That is loud. This is moving on me and I don't like it. I probably need to re-ink my overzealous. Oh, thank you, Melissa. I don't think Diane's in Kansas anymore. Okay. Number 3. Line them up. Roll them up, move them out in rawhide. Can you tell I'm tired? Stayed up really late last night watching a movie too. It's this funny movie from years ago. I love Melissa McCarthy. I think she's just hilarious. And it's called Identity Theft. Hilarious. But I started watching it at like 11 p.m. I don't know what possessed me to do that. And so I didn't get to sleep till like 1 o'clock in the morning. 3C, 4C. Okay, and we'll do the fake plant again. Your dream place to visit is Australia, Michelle? I don't think I have a dream place I'd like to visit. I'd like to visit them all. Okay, one more set of leaves, then we'll go on to our flowers. $130, dude. Yeah, it was me that mentioned Anatomy of a Scandal. I finished that in one day. So you see I'm building a corner here. And then I'll fill in with flowers after these ones. Okay, go backwards again. I bet the Wizard of Oz is big in Kansas. Rhonda, did you get the sticky mat I sent you? This kind of mat thing? Yeah, it's like you can't stop watching it. You got to know what happens next. I thought somebody was going to kill that guy. I know I wanted to. Okay, gonna get my head down here, folks. So sorry. Awesome. See, I haven't watched Bridgerton yet. I've been cautiously waiting because my problem is that I will try and watch the whole thing in one day and I'll never get any dang sleep. I know, and there's definitely not going to be another season. It's a limited series. Well, I was way off on that one. And I had my head right in there. Okay, 1A, 2A, 3A. Right? I know. It's very difficult to see. Especially when you're stamping over other stuff too. Well, at least I don't have to have my air on today. It got cold. It was like 38 degrees last night or something. It's like, please make up your mind. I know, Dawn. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking, I thought for sure it would have been the Prime Minister, and that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to be a spoiler. I love mysteries, though. Okay, get those lined up, the little bitty bits, and our fake plant again. Hopefully I can get this done in under an hour. I did most of the other one on my lunch break the other day. Try and wipe some of that off. Oh, so it's on Netflix, and it is called Anatomy of a Scandal. It's English, which I love watching English television. The lifestyle is so different in that, I don't know, it just seems to me like Americans are pretty prudish compared to other countries. And, you know, I'm not meaning to knock anybody, but that's just how I feel. Okay, so Let's get our order here. We're going to start with rosy cheeks. I'm going to start in on my flowers. Yeah, exactly. Okay, get these lined up. These are a little bit easier than the stems to see. All right, rosy cheeks for the win. It's a very light pink. Okay. Wipe that one off. Go to the next one. Very easy to do these. I hardly have to get my head in the way at all. You know what? I'm going to go in a second time with rosy cheeks just to show you. I've never heard of that, Diane. Yeah, definitely. You see how, because I layered the rosy cheeks, we got 2 shades. Okay, so then we're going to do 3D. All right, guys, head in the way here a second. We'll do that one in Prom Queen. Okay, and then we'll do this one in Triple Berry. Good grief, Mike, that is so loud. Okay, Triple Berry, which is kind of a purpley pink, but I'm okay with it. Hi, Susie. Okay, and then we'll do Love Struck, because there's 5 to this one. Get this in down towards the bottom. Line up that. And these last ones aren't as crucial. Now, if you're one of those people that likes the yellow and red ones, you could do the last 2 rows, or at least this last row in red. Row or stamp or whatever you want to call it. Okay, there's that set of flowers. And I'll go in and do these. Look, I got a little green on there. I don't know how I do that. I just do. So this is the other large set. It goes like yay. No. Yeah, it does. It goes like that. Rosy cheeks. Yeah, I mean, these stamps kind of work for themselves. If you have problems picking colors, then you can always get one of those little cube sets that kind of goes, one's darker than the other and they're all kind of the same. Or even, as you'll see right here, I'm using the same color twice. Which is the rosy cheeks. Then I'll go in with the Prom Queen. Oh, well, I and you know, have the full, I have the little bit of full set of Simon Hurley, and I have the full set of Timbals oxides. I don't have the full set of inks. I'm missing 3 or 4. I think my benefactor is going to send them to me. Hi, Yvonne. Welcome. Okay. There's the prom queen. You know, I've got a Christmas song stuck in my head. How does that happen? How does that even happen? We'll go in with Triple Berry. Yes, and I don't even know where it came from in my, I don't remember hearing it anywhere. Just freaking popped in. And finally, Love Strike. That's one thing, you know, the minis are good for, because they're inexpensive if it's not something you think you're going to use that often. Also, a lot of times Hobby Lobby has the, what are those little guys called? They look like teardrops, Memento inks, on sale for really cheap. Can you mix dye with oxide? You can. You want to put the dye down first, though. I mean, you want to put the oxide down first. The only problem is I find sometimes it's hard to stamp over an oxide. But your pigments, I mean, you could definitely do those. Like you could, what in the heck is that? You could do, you could use your, and I've used my VersaFine Clair mixed with other stuff. I just do whatever, because no rules, fools. I don't like no rules. Okay. Now, yeah, this one's going to overlap a little bit, and I'm okay with that. The cold spell? Yeah, maybe. All right. Okay, we've got the rosy cheeks, the really lightest pink. I'm doing the same color combo on both sets. I mean, you could go several colors if you wanted to. It's your card. 1B, 2B. A little head in the way here for a sec, folks. And 2B is also going to be rosy cheeks. I'll show you what. I'll do all on this particular group. I'll do every single layer in rosy cheeks. Let's see what happens. 2A, 2B, 2C. Where is 2C? 2B. No. 3B is what I'm looking for. We'll do this one also in rosy cheeks. So the inks are layering. You're not going to get as much definition, but you're still getting some definition. I'll do a second coat of the rosy cheeks on that one. See, still getting dimension. Somewhat. Not as much as if you had other shades, but just for the heck of it, I'll do it this way. 4B. Yeah, probably layer 5 I'll do maybe in Prom Queen. The one trick that would work best is if you kind of let the layers dry in between. But you see, I've got dimension here, plenty of it. I like pink too. I like, well, there's not a color I don't like. I hate to say it. You've heard it a million times. Now I'll do this last one just for kicks, but then I'll probably do it in a darker. Let's make sure I get it on here the right way. Do it twice. One color. I'm gonna do just a quickie on Prom Queen here, just so I have shadows. You could do gray. No, you don't really. Okay, so I have all my flowers on my stem. Now it's time for me to build up. So let me go. I want to go. Let me think about this here. I'm going to go big here again, but I'm going to put my flowers in just a bit of a different orientation here. I think I'll go like this. And since I'm doing these separate from each other, I think I'll do these over here like this. That way I can get two done at once, because I have to think that through a minute. I know I'll be trimming some off of this. Oh, lost my flower here. Go like that. Stay. All right. Hey, Shay. Okay. Do the second layer also in Rosy Cheeks. It's really easy to do this, and the stems are really easy to paint too. I'll show you. I'm just basically going to draw them on. Rosy Cheeks again. I like having a mini Misty. The big one makes me crazy because the lid goes up so high. Not to say I don't use it, but I don't need it for this. What happened to Jim? Oh no. Stinking migraines, man. I get that. Okay, now we're going on to 3. This is the only one it's hard to see through because I got stained it with some pink ink, so I can't see through it very well. 3. Prom Queen. Yeah, oh, you heard him out there? I can't tell if that was Baby Man or Beep. Okay. Four. Ah, about my camera. I'm just still surprised y'all can't hear Mike's YouTube. It is so stinking loud. He, watches stuff and then it goes to the next channel, like it auto plays, and the next, you know how some channels are louder than others? Yeah, that's what happens. Okay. Bet you didn't think this card was going to be this stinking easy, but it is. Okay, here's the fives. Just trying to make sure I get them oriented the right way. All right. Oh, I can't find. There's the ones I'm working on. No wonder. Oh boy. Told you I was tired. It's exhausting sitting in a chair playing with Photoshop for hours. I don't think I could be a graphic designer for a living. Oh, you know what? I just did Love Struck on those instead of Triple Berry. Okay, so we'll just go in with a second coat of Love Struck. So we have a little variation, but still the same color groups. Oh, yes. Yes, girl, yes. All right. And then I just need a little bit of filler right here and up here. Do not do that, magnets, please. I'll go the bigger ones here. See, I'm just kind of fitting them in between. And then I'll go a smaller set up here. That'll work. Stay. Oh, I see. That's not going to work. Let's try this up a little bit higher. What happened there? Yeah, I wanted it right there. Okay, I see. Is that where I wanted it? Yeah. Well, next time he hops on one of my lives, let him know his YouTube's too loud. I don't think he realizes I'm live. He probably doesn't get notifications either. Is what now? Did you guys have fun with Stamp Wars? And this one was here. I had fun. What am I looking at? Okay. I think I might have just stamped this one accidentally. So what? They're flowers. Hey, Simon. Welcome. We're stamping kitchen sink stamps with your ink tonight. There's our two rosy cheeks. Thank you. Yeah, they're great colors. Well, you know, I like most color, all color. So, I wish I could get this stamp clean. See, it's really hot pink in between there, so I can't see it very well. Okay. All right, 1 second. I'm closing the door because it's getting ridiculous. Yeah, I keep bells on all my doors. My mom, I grew up like that. I don't remember why my mom always had to have bells on the doors, but now I have to have bells on the door. Scare away the spirit. What gave me the idea for the superhero outfits? I don't know, it just popped into my head. I have some ideas, y'all. Okay, that was the prom queen. And number 4. Make sure I get them going the right way. I'm working with the correct flowers. Sorry for head in the way. Holy, that's hard to see. Blind people. Number 4, where are you? Why? I need to obviously clean my Misty here. Keeps dropping stamps. Stay. Triple berry. Okay. And then we'll go in with the Love Struck and we'll be done with stamping. Gosh, my door's closed and I can still hear that clear as day. All right, I'll stop complaining. That's boring, right? I love wind chimes too. I have some in my kitchen window. Well, I did until Mike took them down to paint and never put them back up. There's this gardening place up the road, and they have these wind chimes. They're like, I don't know what they're made of, but they're like 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches round, and they sound amazing. Like the most beautiful music you ever heard. And it's not even, it's a trip. All right, let's get this just kind of out of the way, but I don't want to drop any stamps off of here because they're not wanting to stick. Let me put its little backer on. Where did the backer go? That's one of the things oh, there it is. I lose. That'll keep them together. Put those guys away. I think I'll show you guys how I stamp the angel wings on fabric. Another video. Hi, Debbie. Yeah, so no one could sneak up, but there's some other kind of spiritual thing. I don't know. Okay, I don't need my stamping platform anymore. Pull this up a little. Make sure I'm in view. I'll zoom in a wee bit here. And the reason I'm pulling this out is because I'm going to be painting with this little pen here. Now I had a paper towel. There it is. I want to make sure it's clean. Yep. And so I'm going to start in, and I'm only going to use 2 colors. So I'm going to use some Overzealous. And I'm just getting this little pen into that ink. And I'm just going to start drawing lines here to create new stems. Even, you didn't need that extra one, but that's fine. So the stem would be coming here and down to there. And I want a stem on this one, so it's going to be coming here. And it's also going to be coming down here. Isn't this thing just amazing? I'm just like, whoa. And these are a little bit smaller, so they're going to have a little bit smaller of a stem. I'm not going to get too crazy with it. I do want this one on a stem as well. Draw a stem here. Draw a stem there. I mean, clearly, folks, we're just making lines. Make a pretend one there. Go here. So what that does too is it helps fill in that empty space. Hi Sherry. Hi Laura Ann. I love this thing. I need more of these. I do. So now I'm going to go in with the fake plant. And I'm going to go very fine. Just right kind of along those lines. Doesn't even have to be perfect. Just to kind of give it a little dimension. I hate markers. And I mean, that sounds bad, but I don't. I do not like markers one single bit. I hate my markers. I never use them. I'm just not very good with them. But ink, I mean, it has so many uses. I think I'll make a little extra little fold here, just for kicks and giggles, huh? I got that one too wide, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. All right. Oh, there's a stem that needs some help. All right. Lastly, I'm going to do, oh, look at what I did. I got some green right where I didn't want it. Let's see if, you know what, I have one of those little gizmos that Jennifer McGuire has and Kathy Zilski has. Where is it now? It's a little eraser dealy. Let's see if it'll get it off. I don't want to go too heavy on here because I'm going to be doing some more watercolor. Gets it off. Hi, Regina. Hi, Michelle. The pen is a Stampin' Up! Blender pen. So lastly, I'm going to go in with Breakup Blue here. A stupid piece of hair. I'm going to be using quite a bit of it, so. And what I do is I'll take my pen and I'll go in these areas and do them darker, but I do spread the ink. So I'm just basically coloring in right here. Just dip the pen back in the ink when you need to. I do all the insides first because on the outsides what I want to do is fade out. And that's what gives it like a watercolor painting sort of look. And this is, you know, this is just, the paper is just a Bristol Smooth, so it's not a watercolor paper. So you don't want to get it too wet. And it's okay if the colors overlap because they all will blend nicely together. So see, when I start getting towards an outside edge, I'll go like this and push the color out until it's basically out of color. And then it's kind of fades, right? You can be scribbly, doesn't matter, because eventually you run out of color. Yeah, Cheryl, Nancy from Nancy Stamps gave me this, Nancy McCabe. She sent it to me. She's so nice to me. I was so flattered that they let me host or asked me to host Stamp Wars. I was like, no, you're kidding me, right? Okay. But it was good because then everybody got to participate, because normally if one of the girls hosts, then they don't get to participate. Believe it or not, we're almost done here. And I'll save putting any sentiments on these because this would be a good sympathy card, it'd be a good birthday card, be a good Mother's Day card, be a good birthday card. So I'll save it until I need it for an occasion. I won't need a Mother's Day. Well, sometimes I send Mother's Day cards to my daughters-in-law. If I remember. I'm bad about that though. Oh, the ink eraser. Yeah, I got that on Amazon a long time ago. Long time ago. Long before I started making cards. I forgot I even had it. I don't even remember why I bought it. Honestly. Because before I started making cards, the only ink I worked with was like Distress Oxide to distress things, you know, in a minimal way. Otherwise, I used paint. I'll be sad when this pen runs out, but I'll get more. And I'm being very careful with the tip because I don't want to wreck the tip. And even if I'm getting in darker in here, that's perfectly okay. You know what though? I'm probably getting ink on my hand, which is going to make me mess my card up. I didn't think about that. I don't, you know. You guys know me. Let's get down in here. And I just turn my paper. That's just the way I do this kind of thing. See, when you're coming in darker in these areas a little bit, it gives the illusion of shadows. Ah. But wait till you see what happens when I put it through that embossing folder. It's just amazing. So you saw me swipe my ink pad once pretty good. The green, I hardly swiped at all. Didn't need to. So I guess you would use these blender pens for blending markers. And I forget to check the chat when I'm doing coloring because I'm hyper focused. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look how great they are. It's just, yeah. We need lots more of these. I wouldn't mind having some with a much finer tip and one with a fat tip. Again, though, if you're using non-watercolor paper, you don't want to go too heavy. You know, too much over itself. Okay, we're getting to the home stretch here. And I'm sure there's a lot depending on the ink. You guys all know I love to watercolor with Simon's inks. Okay, so you see I left white space and it doesn't look perfect, but wait till you see what happens here. Let's get that embossing folder. So I'm only going to wet this on the back side because I don't want to smear my watercoloring. I want to make sure that the black part is on the top, although with this folder it doesn't really matter. You're scared of white space. All right, I'm going to run this through my Vagabond here. Let me adjust it for doing embossing. Where's my ugly embossing one? I use this terribly beat up one for my embossing folders. It's tough. And I'm not going to do 3 times, I'm just going to do twice. It's a pretty thin paper, about 100 pounds. Would you look at that? Just blows my mind what that folder does. It is just everything. All right, let's get this bad boy trimmed down. I'll probably lose some of my flowers, and that's okay. Going to 4. I'm going to go to 5 1/4. There's a recipe for the blender pens, so what you could refill them. So on this one, I took a piece of pink cardstock. What time is it? Yeah. I took a piece of pink cardstock. It's just this generic cloudy stuff that I get, or that I bought once, and turned out that it was really flimsy for cards. I didn't like that. I'll show you if I can find it here. Well, is this one? It came from Joanne, and it looks like this, but to me it's too flimsy for cards, so I cut it down and use it for matting. And I just cut it to just a little bit over 4 1/4 by a little bit over 4 by a little bit over 5 1/4, and glued it down to a white card base. But isn't that crazy what that folder does? I'm just like, wow. Even, let me see if I can find it here. I gotta make sure I don't show you anything you're not supposed to see. This is one I did for my design team for Art Stacks. There's that crackle paste. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I have to show you because it's just something funky I painted just messing around, and then I put it through that folder and it just changed everything. Well, guys, I don't know where I put it. This is the story of me. Oh, so I can't paint. I thought I'd make these funky little houses, right? And I was messing around and I messed up, right? So I'm like, oh, well, I'm just going to keep that because I could probably cut a butterfly or a bird or something out of there. But then I ran it through that folder and it just looks like art. Crazy. The folder is Tim Holtz and Sizzix, and it's called, you know, I throw these things away. Linen, I think it's called. Anyway, here's what it looks like up close. I don't know if you can see or not because there's a glare. Right, exactly. Well, I mean, before I put it through that folder, I was like, I didn't like the way the houses were leaking. I didn't, you know, I got too much gray into there and stuff like that. So anyway, this folder is everything. You can turn anything into a painting. Woven, thank you, Cindy. Well, that's all I got, guys. I'm tired. I'm tired, man. I really appreciate you coming and visiting me on my video today. And if you want to download that, where did I put my color wheel? Good grief. If you want to download this color wheel, I have it in the files on the Tim Holtz Addicts group. I have it in my files on my Not Afraid to Color group. And I have it on my blog, which is No Hippies in Alabama. Oh, good for you. You guys have a great night. Enjoy the rest of the night. I know there's a whole circuit of stuff going on. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.